Hello there, Taurus. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today I am doing a bonus reading for you because you were one of my top views last week. So thank you so much for supporting my channel. So today we're going to take a look at what is coming up for the next really 2 weeks, because today is the full moon in Aquarius on Sunday, August 22nd. And for the next 2 weeks until the new moon in September, this portal is opening so that we can see clarity in specifically relationships. So we'll be taking this is kind of a general reading. We'll see what comes out, but looking for that clarity of how to move forward, whether in a relationship or wanting to leave a relationship or a situation. So it could even have something to do with career or finances. Okay, and if you are enjoying the content that I create or resonating with the message, I would really appreciate it if you would consider like, sharing, or subscribing. Okay, so let's get into your reading. So we're going to take a look at the overall energy for right now. Let's see what you have. Fork in the road, big decision ahead, big decision. So this could be, a decision in any area of life, and it could be that somebody's coming in asking you for a decision, or sometimes during this portal, you may just get the clarity that you need to go in a different direction. Like you're kind of like, whoa, wait a minute. I need to take a different approach to this situation. Flexible. Being, open-minded about things, but at the same time, still making decisions that are good for you. Making sure that you are choosing, sometimes we're a little too flexible. Making sure that you're choosing what is good for you and asking yourself why. Why, a lot of times it's kind of like, why am I choosing to do this? And why is somebody in my life trying to get me to go in a certain direction, right? It's trying to find that clarity about what direction to go in and why you're going in that way. Getting really clear about like what's best for you, your motives, the motives of the people around you that you may feel are trying to persuade you to go in a certain direction. And on the bottom, loyal heart. So this definitely could have something to do with a soulmate, whether that is romantic or just, somebody that is really super close to you. So let's go to the tarot. We're going to take a look at your present energy, then anything that you're resisting or an obstacle in your path, advice from spirit, and then finally the outcome. If you take the advice. Now, you always have free will, so you can do you can make any choice that you'd like to make, Taurus. So let's first take a look at your present energy. King of Wands. Gotta love that. Yeah, this is stepping up, being a leader, not being afraid to beat the drum in your own way, right? Playing the song you want to play, going in the direction that you want to go in. Really nice. Now, sometimes when we are in this type of energy, what happens is that some of the people around us start asking like, why? Why are you doing that? That's not good for me. Trying to kind of persuade us, sometimes almost shame us into staying on the same path. But I get a sense that you really are trying to go in a different direction. And, the King of Wands knows gender doesn't matter. The King of Wands energy is kind of like knowing the direction you want to go in and just going in that way. Like kind of almost being inspired from your heart, listening to your heart. Not listening, the King of Wands doesn't really listen to the people around them. He's kind of like, yeah, I know where I'm going and I'm going. And if you want to come with me, great. And if you don't, that's fine too. Okay, so let's take a look at what either you are resisting or an obstacle in your path. Knight of Swords. You may not be super clear about where you want to go. Like, the King of Wands is looking forward. He knows he wants to go forward, but you may not know the path. You're kind of like standing here like, which path do I go on? It's about you're resisting the clarity in this, or you're trying to find the clarity. You may be asking the questions, trying to find the clarity, but you don't quite have the clarity yet. So let's see what your advice is. And we're going to come back and clarify all of these. Five of Wands. Sometimes this is about competition. You may be too concerned about competition or conflict that is arising in those that are around you. And we'll come back and clarify that. I'm getting a sense that, you may be beating your own drum, going in your direction, and then there's kind of some people around you that are concerned that, you are, that they are having to compete against whatever new direction you're taking in. They have to compete for your time, your love, your money, whatever, And so they're kind of bringing up some conflict, but it's really coming from their own fears of being afraid that you are going in a direction without them. And yes, underneath here we have a change in the wind and Treasure Island. And come to the edge. I think you are kind of taking a risk, going in a new direction, because underneath that we have new life. So I think you may be going in a new direction. You may be having some conflict with a true soulmate that is kind of like questioning, like, why are you going this direction? You may even want to go alone, and this person is, not happy about that. Or you may want to tell this person that you want to go in a new direction, and you just know that this is going to cause some conflict. But, that is part of the journey. That is part of the journey. Every time we decide to go on a new path, then that's what happens. Sometimes we have to leave people or situations behind. Okay. Wow. Okay, so these two fell out. Judgment and Five of Pentacles. A second chance at something that made you sad in the past. It could be that you want a second chance with a love that you left in the past. But for some of you, I kind of almost wonder if we're going to clarify these. I almost kind of wonder if it's not, to me, sometimes the Judgment card is an indication of something from like even childhood, that something that you had to put down, at least for the time being, because maybe, a life circumstance came up and you weren't able to go and follow your dream, and you've always been a little bit sad about it. And now all of a sudden you're getting this desire, like this burning inspiration within you to kind of like pick up where you left off, to pick up your drum and start playing that, that instrument again, and going in this new direction. And you could be in a long-term commitment, or you could have people around you that maybe even rely on you financially or something. And, they are the ones, like, you're not really sad. You're kind of excited. You're King of Wands. You're inspired. You want to go forward. But the people around you are making you kind of sad or feel kind of guilty about this. On the bottom, Four of Swords. I do feel like you are getting, oh my goodness. Yeah, it's time for you to shine your star. It's time for you to shine your light. It's time for you to share some gift with the world. So it's like, this is, we have the Queen of Wands underneath here. So we have a court couple here, king and queen. Genders don't matter, but it's kind of like, this is just truly inspired. Like when you step onto this path, it's like you get the true soulmate that needs to come in and help you bring this dream of yours alive. Really nice energy, Taurus. It's like a really exciting, it's like I don't have, like, we'll see when we clarify, like the World card or the Fool card or anything. Well, we did have Come to the Edge. I really feel like you're taking a risk in this. Like this is something you may have wanted to do. You may have been extremely flexible your entire life. Like trying to balance between what you really want to do and what those around you want you to do. And all of a sudden you're asking, like, why am I doing this? Like, why am I doing this? I have this desire. I've got to go do this. And it's really stepping into your power and saying, no, wait a minute, I've got to do this. And with the king energy, and once again, gender doesn't matter, but the king is like the master of inspiration. He is a true leader. And it's that energy of, no, I am a leader. I need to go do this. You can come with me. Some of you may be saying, you can come with me, or you can stay behind. It doesn't matter. I have to take this new path and go in this direction. Wow. Okay, so with the King of Wands, yeah, 4 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles, 4 of Swords, 3 of Wands, going out in a new, you've been waiting a while for this. You've been trying to bring way too much balance into your life. I think you've been balancing, the sense I get is that you've been balancing everybody's feelings, and it's all of a sudden it's kind of like, what? And Taurus, you can, you are that, the energy of, going forward, doing what you kind of, a little bit in a stubborn way. But I think for a long time, you've been extremely flexible. And now it's kind of like, yeah, I'm over that. I've healed my need to make everybody happy. Yeah, planting seeds, wanting to work on something. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Like, planting your seeds in some kind of work. So, career, finances, some kind of work. You want to work on something that transforms your life and helps you to shine your light. Helps you to bring this healing to yourself and to the world. Like, you're being very inspirational right now, Taurus. Like, you really and truly are. Like, you may be sitting there going, yeah, I don't know what this is. But what you don't realize is that you are truly inspiring others just by the new steps that you're taking. Not allowing anything to stop you. The Knight of Swords is kind of like, yeah, nothing's going to stop me. I'm moving forward. You're not going to let your age or your credentials or your education or your family or your finances or lack of, right, stop you. It's kind of like, yeah, no, I'm going to do this. And I'm not taking no for an answer. I'm just moving forward. I will find a way. Okay, so it is about finding clarity, making this decision to step into this new world. Here's this new energy that I have been feeling, right? It's about, this Knight of Cups, a lot of times is somebody coming and expressing their love. I think this is you expressing your love to yourself. Like, for the longest time, I really and truly feel like you have been trying to, appease everybody. I think that's, and all of a sudden you get crystal clear about, this is your obstacle. You're not crystal clear about standing up for yourself, loving yourself, getting the clarity about what it is that you want and deciding for yourself. Like, you've been juggling too long for too many people. A lot of you could be like, the head of the household. You've been making all the money. You've been, supporting all of these people or, something like that. And it's kind of like, yeah, this is really, I'm helping everybody around me, but I'm not helping myself. It's that kind of energy where you're just really stepping into, wait a minute. Why am I doing all the work? And you're generous, right? You're loving and you want, it's not like you're dropping everybody else. It's kind of like, yeah, like I need to go do this. Okay, now we have the 5 of Wands in your, oh my gosh. Okay, these two both wanted to come, death. My goodness. So here we have 5 major arcana to clarify this 5 of Wands. This is the people around you causing conflict in your life, trying to block you from going forward in the direction that you want to go. But what you need to know is that by getting really clear about what you want and resisting their notions that are holding you back, right? You step into this. Look at, you have been wanting to do this for a very long time. Once again, I get this sense that you have had this passion burning in your heart for a very long time, possibly from childhood or something. And it's kind of like, it's almost like being relit. I'm getting that sense, like something sparks you. Maybe this, full moon in Aquarius. And it's like choosing to go in a new direction and creating what it is that you want. The Lover's card can mean that there could be a soulmate coming onto your path to help you with this. But the Lover's card is also the old choice card. Choosing to go and create what it is that you want to create. Not allowing the conflict to stop you. And when you don't let the conflict stop you, guess what? You step into this new world. You transform what it is that you want to transform about you, your life, the world, the universe. You're planting seeds. Look at this. These cards came back up again. You're planting the seeds to do some type of work that really helps to enlighten, inspire, change the world. You're being called. I'm getting this judgment card is like you are being called to do this. You've actually really wanted to do this for a long time. And it is possible that you haven't done it because you knew that other people in your life were going to be affected by it. Once again, financially, or, this is going to take a lot of time, so you won't have as much time for your family or your friends or a romantic partner. But it's kind of like you're being called, you just know it. It's being rekindled. And I think for a lot of you, it's something that you may have wanted to do in the past. And then, oh my gosh, there's the Fool card. I had the sense. Yeah, you're stepping onto a new path. For some of you, you could be like, have, children that have like gone to college or something. Like you could be almost like an empty nester or something. And it's kind of like, wait a minute, I always wanted to go start that business or, start a charity or do volunteer work or whatever it is. Like you had some burning desire, but you put that on hold because you wanted to, be there for your family or, whoever was around you. And now it's kind of like you have this opportunity to kind of really step out and go on this new path. Is really exciting. Let's see. Yeah, getting really clear going forward, leaving something behind, getting inspired. Like you may have somebody that comes on your path that helps to inspire you, but you're getting really clear. You are not taking no for an answer. You are stepping onto this new path. You really are. And it's like no explanations. It's kind of like you have the Knight of Swords twice. It's kind of like when you realize there may be some people that don't like the direction that you're going in, but you step into your own power and say, no, this is where I'm going. It's kind of like the universe actually has your back. Look at this. Like this is you being the Fool, stepping onto the new path. And I'm taking this as the universe. The universe has your back. They're guarding you. They're like protecting you. They're like, yes, we have you. We will protect you. You go ahead. This is where you're supposed to be going. Because remember, this is the Judgment card. You have been called. The universe has asked you to step onto this path. And as soon as you actually step onto the path, you don't have to worry. Like this conflict's going to go away. They're going to get over it. You're moving on to something that's really going to bring you lots of happiness. And for a lot of you, this is a new soul path because the Eight of Cups to me is a soul journey. You're taking the soul journey. You're getting inspired to go in a new direction. And this has taken a long time coming into fruition. We have the Knight of Pentacles, the slowest but strongest, most solid knight energy in the deck, and really working with the universe to go onto this new path. Really a sense of co-creating. really taking that leap of faith, taking the leap of faith and saying, you know what, I have nothing to lose. And realizing the universe has your back. It's kind of like, yeah, I've waited. It's kind of that sense. I have waited my whole life to do this, and I'm going to go do it. And you may not even have the clarity about what you're doing, but I really get a sense that as soon as you take this first step onto this path, as soon as you kind of like put it out to the universe, this is what I want to go in this direction. I really don't know what the whole path is. It's kind of like, that's all right. Just take the first step. We got your back. We'll light the path for you as soon as you take a step forward. All right. You contain the entire universe encoded within you. I love this. I mean, this is truly like kind of a calling for you. It's also the universe telling you, we got you. We got you. Just take that step. Just take the step. Okay? All right. And here is your creativity oracle card. Fear. If you want to be free of fears and of phobias, then you have to understand why they exist and make peace with them. If you are afraid about the conflict that this may bring up, then ask yourself why. Why am I afraid of the conflict that this may bring up? Why am I afraid of that? And then facing that and looking at it and understanding that, you know, if there are people or situations that can't go with you on this new path, that there are other people and situations that are going to be even more beneficial for you to move along this path. You have so much good energy here, Taurus. It is a lovely, lovely reading. Lots of really wonderful energy here. Okay, and here is your Lover's Oracle card. Romance. Cupid's arrow strikes. And I'm not surprised because we had this Lover's card. I really feel like when you step onto this path, it kind of opens you up to like a new world of people that are not in your life right now. And when you step into that portal of new people, you actually meet a soulmate that you're meant to be with, because that person is perhaps already on this path that you're about to step onto, or they may be stepping onto this path at the same time. It's like the divine is bringing you together. And by stepping onto this path, it's how you meet the true soulmate you are supposed to be with. And it's just lovely, lovely, lovely energy. Well, Taurus, I am so excited for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading. And if you did, please consider like, sharing, or subscribing. But I wish you lots of love and light in this situation and all your situations. And Taurus, once again, thank you so much for supporting my channel. I send out much love and light to you. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.